annulment later, no?
Okay.
In the first place, when you contracted marriage, you nanumpa ka, no? Na you will live with your wife or with your husband until death do you part, no? Yun yung
Okay.
sinasabi mo. And very sacred yung marriage. Hindi dahil lang sabihin mong nawala na yung pagmamahal, magpapa-annul ka na. Hindi kasi ground yung ng annulment or ng legal separation yung pagkawala ng pagmamahal.
Ah.
It must manifest. Kung sabihin natin wala na yung pagmamahal, dahil wala na pagmamahal, nambubugbog na siya, hindi ground yung wala siyang pagmamahal, kundi yung pagbubugbog niya. No?
Yes, yes.
So, ang ma-advise ko doon, kung talagang wala na yung pagmamahal, I think they must go for marriage counseling, no?
Yes, yes. Kasi alam niyo po, attorney, karamihan kapag nabubuntis, ano po ang isang babae, nagpapakasal, ang ginagawa ng mga mister when they have problems in the family, sinasabing, swerte ka dahil pinakasalan kita dahil nabuntis ka na. So those are actually the words na nakaka-hurt, I think, to the women.
Yung pambuboy-boy na tinatawag nila.
pambuboy. Okay.
Hanggat maaari, kasi dapat iwasan yung ganyan. No? Kasi isa sa mga obligasyon ng mag-asawa is to give mutual respect. No?
Okay.
Mutual respect. Yun nga lang, gaya nung tinanong ng ating televiewer, no? Na hindi siya magiging ground for annulment. No?
Okay.
Hindi nga siya pwedeng maging ground for legal separation.
Not even, ha?
So, ang gagawin niya na lang is, kung hanggat maaari, siguro constant communication sa kanila.
Okay,
And
constant
then,
communication.
as a marriage counselor,
Oo.
pero kung yung pagkawala ng pagmamahal will lead to bugbugan, it will lead
Hatred
sa
takes place
paglalasing, habitual drunkenness, alcoholism, mag-lead sa pagiging drug addiction, drug dependent, that can now be a ground.
Ay, ayun. Okay, so sa lahat ng mga nagtitext pa dyan at mga nagsisend ng inyong mga mensahe, meron pa ba tayong question? Tanong tayo.
Drive Max, tanong.
Okay, katanungan mula kay Nelson Ramos, maaari bang mag-file ng adultery sa dating asawa na hindi pa legally separated pero 2 years nang hindi nagsasama at ngayon meron na siyang iba?
Well, una-una, no? I-explain muna natin ang adultery. Ang adultery kasi is committed by a wife having carnal knowledge. Yung carnal knowledge is a legal term for sexual intercourse.
Yes,
no?
okay.
Having carnal knowledge with a man, not her husband. No?
Okay.
Wala namang kwalifikasyon yung batas na yan, yung batas ng adultery, no? Under the revised penal code. Wala siyang kwalifikasyon na hindi siya mag-apply kung matagal na kayo naghiwalay.
Okay.
Wala siyang kwalifikasyon. So, if ang sinasabi lang dyan, married woman having carnal knowledge with a man, not her husband. Pero kaya lang nga, kaya na sinabi ko, walang kwalifikasyon yung batas na yan, pero merong isang legal principle na when you come to court, you must come with clean hands. Yung nagtanong, say for example, siya ang husband, no? Kunyari lang, itong husband, naghiwalay na sila nung wife, no?
Okay.
At nagkaroon ng relasyon yung wife. Ang tanong is, ito bang husband walang kasalanan? Ito bang husband walang relasyon din?
Okay.
Ha? Kasi kung itong husband may kasalanan which brought about to the separation de facto.
Yes.
Ang tinatawag dyan is separation de facto.
Okay.
Kasi hindi siya decreed ng court. He cannot sue for adultery. But kung siya mismo walang namang kasalanan at itong wife talaga umalis dahil gusto makipagrelasyon sa iba, the husband can file a case for adultery. And I would like to add that for every act of sexual intercourse is one count of adultery.
Okay.
Okay? Every act is one count of adultery. Gaya nga ng itong batas ng adultery and concubinage is mga ilang mga sa madaling panahon it will now be amended, no? Kasi maraming nagsasabi as far as concubinage is concerned, it is more lenient than adultery.
Aha.
Kasi unfair daw sa mga babae,
Correct,
no?
correct. Oo nga naman.
Kasi sa babae, for every act, sexual act, no?
One count.
That's one count. That's one count.
Dami nun ah.
Kung araw-araw kayo, then that will be for a month, that will be 30 counts,
Yes,
no?
correct. So, kung 1 year, 365
Yes.
days.
Not like sa concubinage. Ang concubinage can only be committed by a married man who will be having carnal knowledge or sexual intercourse with a woman, not his wife, under 3 circumstances.
Circumstances. Okay.
Una sa tatlo. Unang-una, he will have sexual intercourse or sexual relation with that woman in the conjugal home.
Okay.
Ibig sabihin, dinala mo doon sa...
Binahay niya.
No,
Okay.
sa conjugal home mismo.
Ibig sabihin, sa bahay ninyo
sa bahay
ng asawa
ninyo
mo.
mag-asawa.
Okay.
Doon mo dinala, no? Doon kayo nagkaroon ng carnal knowledge ng sexual intercourse.
Okay.
Ikalawa, kung binahay mo na talaga. You cohabited with the woman, with the other
Okay.
woman. Ikatlo, if you have sexual intercourse with that woman under scandalous circumstances.
Scandalous ba
Talagang
yun?
para bang nag-i-exhibition ka na dyan.
Correct, correct.
Pinapakita mo na.
And even on for the videos, pwede ba yun?
What is that?
What? Pag nasa video.
Yeah, that's scandalous.
Oo, yeah.
Okay? Outside of that three, there is no concubinage.
Parang napaka-unfair.
For
naman,
example,
attorney.
yung married man, dinala niya yung kanyang other woman sa drive-in hotel at nahuli sila. That is not concubinage. That is not concubinage.
Not yet.
That is not concubinage. Kaya nga nung kami nag-aaral pa ng bata, sinasabi ng professor namin, pabiro pag kayo gumawa niyan, wag niyong ibahay, wag niyong dalhin sa bahay niyo mag-asawa at wag niyo gawing scandalous.
Nagbigay pa ng tip, ha?
Yung mga biruan sa law school, ano. So yun nga, but that law, as far as adultery and concubinage is concerned, that will be amended
Yes.
the soonest time.
But you think for your personal opinion, you think it's very unfair?
Yeah,
na yung
it's
mga
really
babae?
unfair. It's really unfair, no?
Oo.
And kasi kung intindihin natin, may pinanggalingan kasi. Yung ating revised penal code kasi, it dates back to the Spanish times. No?
Yes. Oo.
Alam mo, ang paniniwala kasi dati, kaya ganyan yan. Pag ang babae nagloko, malamang mabubuntis siya at magdadala siya ng illegitimate child sa
Okay.
pamilya.
Yes, oo.
Kaya masyadong mahigpit sa babae.
Ayan, okay. So, mga misis, ha, na nanonood dyan, ha, medyo may takot kayong nararamdaman, ha. So, yan para po mabigyan kayo ng tinatawag po nating wall na do not even do that, ha, kahit sa pag-iisip lamang. Kahit isipin mo na lang. Meron pa tayong katanungan? Pahabol natin tong question na to.
Drive Max Tanong.
Katanungan mula kay Shane Bergunyo, ano po ang pwedeng i-file na kaso sa Mr. ko na nananakit ng asawa, ng bababae din po? Ayan. Parang chapsoy ito, no? Meron ng pambabae, ng bubugbog, lahat ng gulay nandun.
Okay. Una-una, kung gusto niya ng kasong kriminal, you can file a case under the Republic Act 9262. No? Yung sinasabi ko kaninang anti-violence against women and children. Ang sinasabi kasing violence dyan, hindi lang yung physical violence. Hindi lang pagbubugbog. Ang sakop ng violence under RA 9262 ay emotional violence, economic violence, and psychological violence and physical violence.
Yes.
Pag ikaw, nire-restrict mo yung wife mo, hindi mo binibigyan ng pera, para bang kawawa, hindi mo lang makabili ng mga gamit niya, you can be sued under RA 9262.
So that includes also?
That's economic violence.
Okay, economic violence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yung sinasabi na nananakit physically, that's physical violence, no? Yung pambababae, you are giving ground for emotional violence. That would qualify under RA 9262.
Okay.
If, gaya ng sinabi ko, doon sa nagtanong kung gusto